Hi, welcome you guys. I'm just doing a quick screen share here. I'm so excited to do our product training tonight, you guys. We're going over our bio minerals collection here that we have at Hard Body Naturals. And all of our minerals are amazing, y'all. We're going to talk about like how they come and why they're better and superior. I want to give a quick shout out first to the ladies on this screen. Without them, I could not do these calls. They do research, they put stuff together. They really are servant leaders. Show them some love in the chat. They're amazing. Couldn't do this without them. Next, I want to introduce to you our CEOs, Ben and Paula Scarcella. We also have our world-renowned formulator, Miss Alexandria Brighton. And if you're not familiar with our story, Ben was suffering from a rare condition called vasculitis. And using the Healing Trilogy, which is now our flagship product, he was able to put himself out of that life-threatening situation and into remission. And he's been off all the horrible steroids and the drugs and all their side effects for, I think it's like 5 or 6 years now. So really, really cool story. Don't have time to go into the whole thing tonight, but if you don't know it, ask who invited you to the call to share that with you. It's the whole reason Hard Body Naturals was born. Next slide. There we go. Okay. So these are some of our manufacturing partners. We start with pure raw ingredients. We want you to feel good about what you're recommending to your friends, your families, those you love and care about. And you can feel that way about what we have here at Heart and Body Naturals because we are sticklers for clean and pure products. And so our manufacturers hold one or more of the following certifications here. With that said, we're not a drug company. So anything you hear about on this call, whether it's a testimony or anything about a product and something it does or it's been studied to do, is not medical advice. Okay. So we just want to make sure that you understand that, you need to speak with a holistic practitioner or your medical doctor before you make any kind of big decisions about your health. Okay. I don't know why my slide deal's not working. There we go. I'm excited, y'all. Back to school. And Hayes started school today. He's my 15-year-old. And I slapped him with some kids' wellness before he left. He's like, Mom, stop. I'm going to smell like that. But, the schools are germ areas, right? You get all these kids in a small area. So they're passing around these colds and flus. So let's go ahead and arm our children with what we can, right, to help them. And this kit comes with all these things here. And the fulvic acid alone is $36 in this kit. So you're getting the other 3 items for about $10 a piece, total steal. And all these are going to help, fight the germs and all that. You can even use as a hand sanitizer. You could throw the kids' wellness in their backpack and use it as a hand sanitizer instead of using those horrible sanitizers that kill all the good microbiome that we need on our skin. All right. We are in round 3 of our Parasite Cleanse. We did this for 3 months straight. Well, we didn't do it for 3 months. We did it for 10 days during the full moon for 3 months, right? Because we want to get the eggs, the juveniles, and the adult parasites. So we are now just started our 3rd round, our 3rd and last round for a while of our Parasite Cleanse. Now, if you don't know about that, join our fulvic, detox, and slimmer group, the official HBN group, or ask who invited you to give you a link to that group. We just finished a weight loss challenge, like a 7-day healthy weight loss challenge. And we also do liver cleanses. And so if you're interested in any of that, be sure and join that group. So the first mineral that we're going to talk about tonight is Chromium Be Stable. And I'm going to talk about that one real quick. And then I'm going to turn it over to some amazing guests and leaders that we have tonight that are going to educate us on some other minerals. So HBN Chromium is a water-soluble ionic formula that's going to support maximum absorption. What that means is it's an Angstrom form. It's small enough to enter the cell. So it's going to bypass digestion and it's going straight into your cell where you need it. So every cell it contacts, it's going to go into, right? So it is directly involved in our carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. It's required in trace amounts by your body, and it's known to enhance the action of insulin. So this insulin is basically a critical hormone when it comes to like storing carbohydrates, fat, and proteins in your body. So if you're chromium deficient, what can happen is you can get an elevated A1C. You can end up with blood sugars that are too high. This is going to play a critical role in your insulin signaling pathways. That's going to allow your body to control the amount of sugar that you intake and basically even out cravings and also help balance your blood sugars. You're going to have more stable energy and things like that when you have adequate amounts of chromium, okay? So chromium's role in regulating blood sugar, heart health, weight management, and even brain health is going to be, it's really actually researched quite a bit. So some of the studies show that if you take like 1,000 milligrams a day of chromium, that you're going to have fewer fat and sugar cravings. It's going to support weight loss and lowering adipose tissue in your body, which is fat, a nice word for fat. Okay. So chromium deficiency impairs the body's ability to use glucose, okay? And so you won't have the energy like you're supposed to have. You could have slumps in your energy. Some of the signs of that, if you are deficient, would be like leg cramps and tiredness. Obviously, an elevated A1C could be an indication of needing some chromium. Low energy, fatigue. Maybe you have injuries that aren't healing as well. Like if you hurt your hand and it's not healing, that's also a sign of diabetes. So you always want to be aware of those kind of things. You can also have poor concentration and poor memory if you don't have enough chromium, and even heart problems and high cholesterol. So it really is an important mineral. So be sure when you're getting those blood tests that you're checking your A1C and things like that. Make sure you're getting enough chromium because you might need this twice a day. Okay. Now you're going to take it under your tongue. You're going to hold it for 60 seconds. It retails for $41 and wholesales for $36. And if you're a member here with us, that's going to get you 30 points, which works towards your personal volume. Okay. So the next person I have talking tonight, I don't know why when I hit it, it's not working. Sorry, y'all. I'm hitting it, but it's not doing anything. 15K Pearl Director, Megan Davey. Y'all, I was bragging on her when she started on the call. She is such a great trainer and she's on fire, an incredible leader. And she's so knowledgeable and so intelligent. And I can't wait to hear her talk about, she's going to be talking about our Magnesium Be Calm and also our 2 creams that we have, which are amazing. Our pain and our sleep, both of them work and are just such good lotions. And she's going to talk about both those as well. So Miss Megan, if you can unmute, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here.
Just let me know when to switch slides and I'm good.
Okay, so magnesium is so important. So you've probably heard on some of our other calls what sets our biominerals apart from other minerals, and that is that they are in Angstrom form, which means that they are absorbed at the cellular level. So we'll talk about why that's very important for magnesium in a second. Magnesium, actually 80 to 90% of the population is deficient in magnesium. Many people don't know that. So I'm going to talk about 9 things you need to know about magnesium deficiency. For every 1 molecule of sugar you consume, it takes 54 molecules of magnesium for your body to process it. So that's crazy to hear. That shocked me when I heard it. And, most people are running around drinking lots of sodas. Everything has sugar added to it these days. So, when you think about that, it makes sense that 80 to 90% of the population would be deficient in magnesium. So what are some of the symptoms of magnesium deficiency? That could be constipation, stress, anxiety and depression, restless leg syndrome, muscle cramps, PMS, insomnia, hormonal imbalances, low energy, and headaches. So if you have any of those, chances are it could be related to your magnesium deficiency. So magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical processes, functions in your body. So magnesium is a really key mineral that you need to have everything working synergistically together. Most prescription medications deplete the magnesium in your body as well. The food levels of magnesium that contain magnesium, they've declined drastically. In the last 100 years alone, our soil has been depleted of 85% of its nutrient content. So, even 20 years ago, the amount of minerals and magnesium that you got naturally from the fruits, vegetables that you ate, now today, you're not getting that same amount of magnesium. So it is important to supplement with these things, especially if you're living a very stressful life. If you sweat excessively, if you drink fluoridated water, if you eat a diet that's high in wheat, sugar, caffeine, or alcohol, there's no question about it. You're going to be magnesium deficient. So malabsorption of magnesium can also be due to IBS, leaky gut, candida, or other gut issues. Now, because this biomineral is absorbed at the cellular level, you are not having to have the magnesium pass through your digestion in order for it to work. So if you do have problems assimilating nutrients through your gut because of gut issues or IBS or leaky gut, the good news is that this is going to solve that problem. It's a dropper, it's a liquid. So you just put this right under your tongue. I hold it for 60 seconds and then I swallow. So that's going to, again, go straight to your cells. So you also need magnesium to absorb calcium and vitamin D. A lot of people don't realize that. No matter how much vitamin D you take or get, your body can't properly use it if you're deficient in magnesium. And again, without adequate magnesium, the extra calcium will collect in your soft tissue instead of the bone, which can actually cause calcium deposits in your arteries, your organs, and your brain. And that can increase the risk of arthritis, heart attacks, and Alzheimer's. Magnesium can act at the blood-brain barrier to prevent the entrance of stress hormones. So it's also very necessary for the release and uptake of serotonin. So I can tell you just my personal story. I have been on quite a journey with fibromyalgia. And one of the key minerals that I always used to supplement with was magnesium. I used to take it in pill form until I learned that when you're taking pills, your body's only absorbing about 40 to 60% of them because they had to pass through digestion. Another problem with the pills is oftentimes magnesium is known for upsetting your stomach, making you have to go to the bathroom a lot. You're not going to have that problem with this magnesium. This is a magnesium glycinate. So it's just going to be absorbed cellularly and you're not going to have any of those stomach issues. All right, we can go ahead and go to the next slide here, Landy. So next we're going to talk about one of our lotions. It's called the pain lotion, and this also has magnesium in it, and that's part of how it's going to help you. So the magnesium can be absorbed through your skin as well. So I have a lot of personal testimonials on this one. I have some issues in my back, and this magnesium is a game changer in the pain form. So it comes like this. It has a nice kind of minty smell to it. It's got wintergreen in it. It's got rosemary in it, lavender, shea butter, cocoa butter. It's got calendula in it, which also helps with pain and inflammation. Chamomile, which is going to have that soothing effect for you. And so many other just really key essential oils in this that are going to help make you feel more relieved, less stress, less pain, less muscle spasms. I know people that swear by this as well for the restless leg syndrome, as well as our sleep cream, which I'll talk about in just a second. So just a few highlights here. It's going to help with your muscle spasms. It has the helichrysum in it, which is known to reduce inflammation, and it also assists with your vascular dilation. We have clove bud in this, which is shown to be effective against pathogens. We have rosemary in this, which assists your body with warmth and circulation. My notes here. Okay, we can go over to our sleep lotion next. And this sleep lotion, everybody is a huge fan of this as well. Also, if you have that restless leg syndrome, this one's really, really recommended. So this is a convenient optical topical absorption of magnesium as well. 1 teaspoon of this is going to contain 300 milligrams of magnesium. This is going to help to soothe your senses and promote the quality of your restful sleep. And this one is going to have some lavender in it. So we all know that's a bit soothing. It's got plumeria oil, ylang ylang, chamomile, shea butter, coconut oil. It's got arrowroot powder, which is known to promote sleep as well. It's got calendula, which again, it's got antifungal, antimicrobial properties. And that's also known to be anti-inflammatory. So, sleep and the pain cream lotion, they both are packed full of magnesium, but given the composition of the essential oils we use, one of them is going to be a little bit better for sleep, and one of them is going to be targeted for your pain and inflammation. So that's all I got for you guys. I definitely believe fully in these because I've taken them myself. So, if you're having issues with any of this stuff, I definitely recommend checking it out and getting back to the person that invited you here. Thanks, Landy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Megan. Amazing as always. And yes, if you're having trouble sleeping, I can tell you, take some mind and slap some of that sleep on, y'all. You will be out in like 5-10 minutes. They both work amazing. I love the pain as well. So next up we have, I don't know why my little clicker's not working. There we go. All right, we have 64K Pearl Director, Miss Michelle Marie, servant leader, amazing and knowledgeable ingredient guru. And she's going to be talking to us tonight about our silver and our zinc, which are both very, very important for our immune system. So Michelle, go ahead and unmute if you can, and I'll turn it over to you, dear.
Hey guys, thanks. Can you hear me, Landy?
Sorry, yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thanks. Landy and Megan, that was amazing training. I absolutely love all of our minerals. The first mineral I'm going to talk about is silver. Silver is a potent natural antibiotic, shattering anaerobic bacteria because of its specific vibratory frequency, much like an opera singer's high note that can shatter crystal glass. Unlike modern pharmaceutical antibiotics, nature's remedy leaves helpful aerobic probiotic bacteria intact. Silver's importance as a bactericide has been documented only since the late 1800s, but its use in purification has been known throughout the ages. Early records indicate that the Phoenicians, for example, used silver vessels to keep water, wine, and vinegar pure during the long voyages. In America, pioneers moving west put silver and copper coins in their water barrels to keep them clean. In fact, born with a silver spoon in his mouth is not a reference to wealth, but to health. In the early 18th century, babies who were fed with silver spoons were healthier than those fed with spoons made from other metals. Silver pacifiers were found wide in the US, wide use in America because of their beneficial health effects. There are 3 primary ways that silver can be used to support the body in healing, according to a report written by Richard Davies and Samuel Ettrice of the Silver Institute in 1996. The first way is catalytic oxidation. Silver holds onto oxygen molecules naturally, thereby readily reacting with the sulfhydryl groups that surround bacteria and viruses. This helps block cellular respiration, the life-preserving cellular process defined as the set of the metabolic reactions and processes that take place in the cells of organisms to convert biochemical energy from nutrients into ATP and then release waste products. The second is reactions with bacterial cell membranes. So by attaching directly to bacteria cell membranes, silver ions produce the same respiration blocking effect. And the third is binding with DNA. So up to 12% of silver has been detected in Pseudomonas aeruginosa, showing that it literally enters bacteria DNA. So while it remains unclear exactly how the silver binds to the DNA without destroying the hydrogen bonds holding the lattice together, it nevertheless prevents the DNA from unwinding, which is an essential step for cellular replication to occur. Silver is an antibacterial, antimicrobial. It's used for wound care, skin health, pink eye, ear infections, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, sinusitis, cold, flu, bronchitis, pneumonia. Uses, you can take this sublingual, under the tongue, again, hold in your mouth for about 60 seconds and then swallow. And it can also be used topically for cuts, abrasions, rashes, etc. Retail is $41, wholesale $36, and it's 30 CV. And I'm going to also talk about zinc. Zinc is an essential trace mineral naturally present in some foods, is involved in a multitude of body functions, including immune function, digestion, protein synthesis, wound healing, skin health, and reducing stress levels. Zinc also supports normal growth and development during pregnancy, childhood, and adolescence, and is required for proper sense of taste and smell. Because the body has no specialized zinc storage system, a daily intake of zinc is required to maintain a steady state. Research has tied zinc deficiency to diabetes, Alzheimer's, cognitive impairment, neurological disorders, autoimmune issues, degenerative diseases, and Wilson's disease. And many researchers believe that zinc is linked to so many chronic diseases because it plays such a crucial role in immune function and healthy cell growth. A lack of zinc can increase oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which have been strongly associated with chronic disease. A deficiency in zinc may lead to a wide variety of illnesses. Zinc creates a defense against infection, causing bacteria and viruses trying to enter the body, and stops bacterial and viral replication. It aids in proper assimilation of vitamins, normal growth and development, maintenance of body tissues with a focus on the strength of the immune system, as well as the synthesis of DNA, and helps reduce healing time. It is antibacterial, antiviral, and is found in all the body fluids, including moisture in the eyes, lungs, nose, urine, and saliva. Zinc is also an antioxidant and must be in proper balance to assist about 25 enzymes in various functions involving digestion, metabolism, and reproduction. This is also taken sublingual, just like with all the other minerals, the servings based on weight. So you can look at the product information page or on the back of the bottle. This also retails for $41.40, wholesale $36, and 30 CV. Thank you, Landy.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Amazing job. And, you know, I can tell you, I have not taken an antibiotic in over 25 years. I have used silver instead of antibiotics. So I will tell you, they're not necessary most of the time. So this is really good stuff, y'all. We have such great, amazing products here. And our zinc, like, right, that was even touted last year or in 2020 when we had the big scary things going around, right? Use zinc. So it's been shown to, you know, be effective at eradicating viruses within your cells. So absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Michelle. Next, we have our one and only Tossy with the Saucy, Saucy with the Tossy, 4K, 10K in retail sales. She is going to be talking to us tonight. She's an incredible servant leader, an amazing and helpful person. And she's going to be talking to us about our potassium and our, what is our last one? Iron. And then we're going to wrap this up. And I think I've seen a lot of testimonies in the chat, which is so amazing. If you have a testimony, please share. And if we have time afterwards, you know, if you have a testimony and you'd like to share, just put your hand up. I'm not sure how you do it, but you do it on the little thing over here and it'll show me your hand and I can unmute you and you can share your testimony. That would be amazing. Okay, Miss Jessica, here we go. Let me see. There we go.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Awesome. All right, so let's see. I have potassium here first. And potassium is a mineral and electrolyte that plays a significant role in metabolism, water, and chemical balance in the body. It's a part of all living cells. It is abundant in fresh and unprocessed foods. And most people who eat a healthy diet should get enough potassium naturally. Low potassium can be associated with an increased risk of hypertension, stroke, kidney stones, carbohydrate intolerance, osteoporosis, heart disease, cancer, arthritis, digestive disorders, and even infertility. Potassium is the third most abundant mineral in the human body. The importance of potassium should not be underestimated, as it is required to keep the heart, brain, kidneys, muscle tissue, and other important organ systems of the body in good condition. Potassium carries small electrical currents that facilitate the conduction of impulses in nerve cells. These nerve impulses generate the contraction of muscles throughout the body, including the heart. Too much or too little potassium in the body may cause an irregular heartbeat that can lead to stroke and or cardiac arrest. Potassium works with sodium through a pump system that regulates the movement of fluids and nutrients, both inside and outside of cells. This pump system balances hydration and prevents the cells from collapsing or bursting. When there's too much sodium, but not enough potassium, fluid builds up in the cells, resulting in high blood pressure. A diet rich in potassium could offset the effects of sodium on blood pressure, thus reducing the risk of hypertension and or strokes. That's what I got for that one. So I'm going to move on to iron. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, iron deficiency is the most common known form of nutritional deficiency, with its prevalence being highest among children and women of childbearing age, particularly pregnant women. Iron deficiency may cause severe fatigue, body weakness, developmental delays, behavioral disturbances, and more. In pregnant women, iron deficiency increases risk of both preterm delivery and low birth weight. Severe iron deficiency may cause progressive skin ailments that cause brittle nails and extra smoothness in the tongue area. The body's metabolism can slow or even shut down, as the enzymatic process requiring iron and protein will not occur. Iron deficient anemia is considered the most common global nutritional deficiency. Iron is critical for producing hemoglobin, a protein that helps red blood cells deliver oxygen throughout your body. So without it, everything suffers. About 2/3 of the body's iron is found in hemoglobin. Other health benefits of the sufficient iron include prevention and reduction of anemia, chronic diseases, cough, pre-dialysis, anemia, and much more. Another of the major benefits of iron is increased brain development. Iron aids oxygen supply in the blood, and since the brain uses approximately 20% of the blood oxygen, sufficient iron levels are directly related to brain health and its functions. And that's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jess. You did an amazing job covering that. And, you know, one of the things you said is, you know, if we eat a healthy diet, we should get enough of this, right? If you do eat a lot of leafy greens, but sadly, most Americans are not eating the amount of leafy greens they need. And even if they are, our soils are depleted, right? We've learned this with our fulvic education and all of that, that our minerals are just not in our food anymore, you guys. So it's so important to make sure we do get enough of those crucial things like our potassium, magnesium, and all of that. So I see that Miss Tina has her hand up here. So I'm going to unmute. She's got a testimony, I think she said with silver. Are you unmuted? There we go.
There we go. Hello, everybody. I'm sitting out on my deck listening to this tonight. You can hear the German Shepherd next door. So I have an 11-year-old niece who got her ears pierced for the first time. And they are from Arkansas and came to visit us in Iowa this past week. And her ear was blood swollen. And they were applying an over-the-counter cream gel type thing to help reduce that inflammation. And I'm like, no, let's go. Come to my house. Let's get the silver. So we put silver on her 2 times between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. And she woke up the next morning and her ear was not inflamed anymore.
Wow, that is so incredible, y'all. Our stuff is very powerful. One time Hayes had an earache. I put 1 drop of silver in it and he said it went away, like it was gone. So this stuff is great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Tina. That's an amazing testimony. Do we have anybody else that wants to share anything? We are doing so great on time. You guys give these ladies some love in the chat. They just provided so much information tonight. And oh, Michelle, do you have a testimony?
Hey, Landy. Yeah, I was going to say, for the silver, it's our go-to for everything. We use a drop, like you said, in the ear. And then also for me, I used to get really, really bad, horrible sinus infections. So like at the first sign of, you know how when you feel that burning, like in your sinus area, I will literally lay my head like off the bed and have somebody put like just 1 drop of silver in each nostril, and it literally clears it away, like right away. Like I hit it right when it first comes on and it's gone. It's really amazing.
It really is. And y'all, I'll tell you a little trick. You can use some silver, some Angstrom silver with some warm water and a little bit of sea salt in a neti pot. And if you will flush your sinuses 2-3 times a day for 2 days, I guarantee your cold will be gone and it won't make it to your chest. It will just kill all that bacteria and everything before it has a chance to move down. So that's just another little holistic secret that you can do with silver. And I haven't had a sinus infection forever, but that will definitely knock it out and keep it from coming back. So do we have any other testimonies before we jump off here? Marcus Jones is doing a BizOp call at 7:35. And so when we're done here, we'll jump over there. Seymour has a testimony. Love to hear you, Seymour.
Hi, how everybody's doing today? A lot of y'all have heard my story before about my pain and the sleep cream. When I first joined HBN, I joined it to prove to my sponsor that HBN products wasn't going to work. I had a lot of different military injuries I had while I was in the military. And 2 years ago, I was told I had to have knee replacement because my knee bone to bone. Got introduced to the pain cream, applied that. And I mean, the first day I noticed right away. Now, I still haven't had my knee replacement. I started using my Mind, Body, and Soul to remove all inflammation to where I don't even have to use a pain cream anymore. But that pain cream worked like that. The next thing was the sleep cream. For 30 years, I had insomnia to where I was having only 2 hours of sleep a day. Applied that sleep cream. Now I'm averaging anywhere from 8 to 9 hours a day, getting good rest. Pain, sleep, launched my business. And I took it from there after I saw how quick that pain cream worked. Went to Dollar Tree, bought a bunch of little sample bottles, applied just enough for one use, took it to work, started giving it to people at work. They come back the next day, ask me if I have any more of that cream. I said, yes. Can I get some more? Nope. Now you got to buy it. You see how quick it worked, get it and you have it. And I just had people just buying. Sleep cream almost made me burn my house down because I put it on, didn't know it was going to work that fast. Went and put some patties in the oven. Less than 20 minutes later, I fell asleep, woke up 6 hours to the smell of something burning. Almost burned, like I said, almost burned my house down. So these products work. They work. They work. They work. And now I live by them. I mean, I swallow that. What I was going to say to James about this not going to work. 3 years later, I'm still here, and I'm here for good.
Oh my gosh, I love that story so much. I'm so glad you didn't burn your house down. But yeah, they do work and they're highly concentrated. You know, Alexandra Brighton is one of the best formulators there is. And y'all, our stuff works and it doesn't take much of it. So we're so blessed to have her and just so blessed to have HBN, right? Marcus.
Really quick.
Yeah.
We have a good time. Just wanted to share, I actually had a chance to put these products to the test. You know, I had that car accident in August 2020, so almost 2 years. And I refused to use medication they gave me when I was discharged from the hospital. And so to relieve my pain, I did the black seed oil, which that's not the topic tonight, but I actually used the pain lotion on the fractures I had to my ribs and my spine, had a lacerated spleen, had all kinds of stuff. So my wife would rub the pain lotion on those areas and that stopped the pain. And I couldn't sleep for more than an hour straight. And so I used sleep lotion. I went from getting maybe 1 hour sleep a night to getting about six straight hours sleep per night before I woke up. And so pain lotion, sleep lotion, those right there helped me that first month. To feel better once I came home from the hospital.
Incredible, y'all. We have so much good stuff. It just makes you want to tell everybody, right? So that's what we hope you do. We hope you go home and you just tell everybody because there's people in your life that you can help with these products. So don't forget, share them, you guys, share them. We can change lives by sharing this stuff. So thank you again so much for joining us. We're perfect on time. I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting now, but we will see you on Marcus's Biz Op call here in a minute. And again, next Thursday, same time, same place. Peace out, you guys. Thank you.